We're back with Bobby and JG Radio. This show is entitled All the Bells and Whistles for the Home. Our first guest is Ronnie Evans. He's the president and CEO of Builders Security Group, which is BSG, which was created in 2004. You purchased Texas Home Solutions out of Houston and changed the name and opened up a branch here in San Antonio. You grew it immensely fast. You did 3,000 homes in 2006, which is amazing. You focus on builders and homeowners, and you deliver your quality service for a very affordable price. You won the Vendor of the Year at some point, and you have many builder awards. And you had the top workplaces to work at in 2012 and 13, but you didn't hire me, which was crazy, dude. I applied, but I didn't
That's
get
probably
it.
why we were.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Okay, then it all worked out. So, do you guys only do San Antonio, Ron?
No, we actually do work in San Antonio and the surrounding areas, as well as Austin and the surrounding areas.
So pretty much the Texas Hill Country coming all the way down. Okay,
yeah.
cool. And I know there's a big trend right now of like the man cave, right? Yeah. And so tell me what can you help us men do about, souping up our man cave?
We can deck it out however you want.
Cool.
We can have screens drop down from the ceiling,
sure.
Projectors fall down from the ceiling as well.
Wow.
And TVs flip up into the roof and all kinds of fun stuff. Full media rooms, everything from real basic stuff all the way to the high end.
Sound like Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you Robin. You have the Robin's cave.
No,
right?
I'm Batman.
Are you? My bad.
You haven't seen us in the same room.
You and who?
Me and Batman.
Well,
So you don't know if I'm Batman or not.
oh, okay.
All right. So is there any way to get music to play through my house?
Absolutely. There's a multitude of ways that you can get music throughout the house. So, you don't have to just have it wired in your house already. They make wireless systems also, and then you can still go with the wireless systems, and it works out where you can use your iPhone, iPad, Android device and control it from anywhere in the house. You can be on the back patio and
So it's pretty much like an application you open up. You control which rooms listen to what, turn up certain rooms, turn down certain rooms, and even play different music in different rooms, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can mess with your family when they're in another room.
Yeah,
and
scare them.
Yeah.
So let's go back to that man cave. So can you help people just like hang their TVs on the walls?
Yeah, absolutely. Even if they don't have the wiring prep there, again, there's ways to retro it in and get the TVs hung where they want them.
What about all the wires, all the media accessories and everything that you need that goes along with that?
We've had some customers bring their boxes of wires
Yeah.
and ask us to kind of decipher through it, and we can do anything from using what they can supply us,
Sure.
and then we supply it also and retro it in the walls and hide it for them.
Okay, and are you available? Tell me about. Are you available to do like a media closet? Now, media closet is a lot of options for different people.
Yeah, it really is optimal to have everything wired into a central location so that you can share the equipment throughout the entire house. So if someone has a space where they can put a media rack or a media closet, then that's the way to go.
A lot of people are confused about that because they have that game room upstairs and then they have that little closet in the back, and everyone asks us like, "What is that for?" And I said, "Well, it's where
I never knew. Now I do.
Yeah,
Of course we knew. It's like
I
behind the walls and everything." But what about the surround sound system? So you said there's different devices that can control different portions of the home. Of course, you're including the patio in that and everything, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what are some of the features that come along with that? Like I know Bobby has. What do you have at your house?
I have a Sonos system, and it pretty much one for every room. And like I said, I can turn off certain rooms, turn on certain rooms.
I can walk in there and I can put on my music in a room while he's in another room listening to Barbra Streisand or whatever.
Yeah, and Sonos actually, Barbra Streisand.
I love
Sonos
Barbra
actually
Streisand.
has a sound bar too that you can control with the same app. So they have the music distribution system like what you're talking about, and they have a sound bar, surround sound bar that works the same way. So that's a real popular system.
And what kind of systems do you see your clients installing mainly?
We see them doing everything from just basically hanging a TV on the wall, throwing a surround sound bar underneath it, up to the super high-end systems like we were talking about earlier, where we've done TVs literally flipping down from the ceiling, and full home automation lighting systems. It really can get real high-end.
We have a mutual friend, but I know that you've done some crazy projects, right? Like some of the homes out in the, off of I-10, out there in the Dominion area.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me some of the craziest stuff you've done in the man cave.
The craziest system that we've ever done was one up in Austin here recently. It was $350,000 in one house. The guy, one house, just literally.
Was there like an actor in there or what?
No, oil guy, but it was a system that like we've never seen before. Just super high end. had TVs literally everywhere, music everywhere, lighting control, thermostat control, everything you could imagine.
It's a club.
Yeah, it was a club.
Wow. And that was like, so you did the whole house, not just the man cave. You did everything.
Yeah, we did everything. TVs everywhere, supplied them with the super high-end 4K TVs and everything.
Awesome. Was
really
it 3D
nice
or what was going on? Was it 3D TVs or what?
the 4K TVs,
Yeah.
the 3D 4K.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
really
awesome.
nice.
So, Ronnie, we talked about music inside the house. How about music outside?
We do a ton of that. That's probably our most popular place for audio is on the back patio. Customers want audio on their back patio. That's where people hang out, especially here, a lot.
In Texas,
so
yeah.
About 90% of the houses that we wire get wiring on the back patio.
So most of this stuff is waterproof because it's going to be outside.
Absolutely. Weatherproof. Take a hose to it if you want.
Gotcha.
Really?
Yeah.
So do most of your clients already have their equipment, or do you help them pick some stuff out?
Customers always have a little bit of equipment. Some
Right.
of it might be from college days that,
Right.
that may not work real well anymore. I had a customer the other day literally
Turntables?
send me pictures of all the equipment he just got unboxed, and some of it was probably 20 years old.
The VHS.
Yeah, they got some VHS tapes in there.
Beta.
Yeah.
So if you're just joining us, we're talking to Ronnie Evans, the owner, president, and CEO of Builder Security Group. I know that Ronnie does all kinds of security and everything for the house, but he's really talking about the AV, the audio and visual that he does right now. Is there a ways of like video distribution? Let's talk about that and some of the advantages of this service that you guys have.
The biggest advantage of, like you were talking about racks and media closets and
Sure.
stuff earlier, the biggest advantage is sharing video sources throughout the house so that you don't have to have a cable or satellite box for every single TV in the house. You can share it amongst multiple TVs
Sure.
or Blu-ray players or VHS.
Right.
like you're saying.
Yeah.
You can share
One
it
8-track.
throughout
One 8-track.
Exactly.
I got you.
Your cassette tapes and
Sure.
all that. Yeah,
So I actually checked out your website, and it talked about Central Vax. You guys also do Central Vax?
we do Central Vax, and I think there's a few people that have allergies here in South Texas. It's really good on allergens.
So for people who have never seen one or heard of one, can you tell us what a Central Vac is?
So why the house is being built, we actually run plumbing inside the walls where there's inlets scattered around the house, and instead of them carrying around a big vacuum cleaner, they just carry around a hose and a wand and plug it in and kicks on the motor, the actual main units in the garage. So through the piping that we run, it actually sucks everything out into the garage so that they don't have it inside their house blowing off dust.
Sure.
And then they're ready to empty it. They just go and dump it there in the garage into their trash can. So it works out real well.
And so so you just have a wand that you connect to so there's a little outlet in every single room, just like a electrical outlet. They just hook
So
up.
you just walk
Yeah.
around with the hose part, and all the suction and all the mechanics are in the garage where it's holding all the dust and everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that put sweeps like in the kitchen. So when the kids spill cereal, they just kick the pan, it cuts it on, and you just suck it right into the garage from there.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And so it's just sucked into the garage, or there's any filters in between the walls in the garage?
No, there's a filter in the main unit.
In the main
That's
unit.
it. Yeah.
That's not bad. That's awesome. I don't know if I would get that, but that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
And how about intercom systems? You guys still work with those?
You know, the old big box intercom systems are pretty much a thing of the past.
What? I have
we don't
one.
see
I
a
actually
whole
have one.
lot
JD
of
still
them,
has
but-
one.
I actually do have one of
Does
those.
it work?
It does work.
But there's some of the newer home automation systems, like Control 4, that has a nice intercom interface that's like a little mini iPad touchscreen, is what it looks like, that you can actually communicate via that. So,
And do you do that residential and commercial?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that would really work out really well for people, like
Yeah.
security reasons, that commercial was.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
You guys do anything with lighting, automatic lighting, where you kind of control it through your iPad, iPhone, or smartphone?
Yeah, we do a ton of that, and I know that he's going to talk about some of the security systems that communicate with lighting also. But yes, we do we're seeing that become more and more popular, especially with customers more energy conscious.
Sure.
And you can tie it in through the security system, and then you can also tie it in through the home automation system, where you can control the lighting, the air conditioning, your security, and everything.
And that would be indoor and outdoor lighting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a light switch that you take out and replace it with one of the newer light switches. It's not like the old days where you had to wire your home a special way to make it work. These light switches basically are wireless, and they communicate through the wireless system in the house. And
Sure.
control it with an iPad or.
And you don't have to be there either. You can control it when you're gone.
You control it remotely, absolutely.
So if you forgot to turn off all your lights. Then you can just
You can turn on the hot tub when you're on the way home.
Well, JJ still has the clap on where he walks in, he claps on, and he thinks it's innovative and new. Dude, that's old. They don't do that anymore.
It's retro. It's all cyclical. Dude.
Well, it's
gonna
new
come
to
back.
you, right?
Yeah, it's new to me. It's gonna come back.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, we're speaking with Ronnie Evans. He's with Builder Security Group. He's the owner, president, CEO. He does a lot of stuff all over the home, from central vac to security, and we're talking about the audio and visual here. Let's talk about some home automation a little bit more. Tell us the system that you guys mainly use.
The main system we use is Control 4, and it'll tie in your lighting, your air conditioning, your security, your cameras, your video, your music distribution, all into one interface, one app.
Wow.
So you just click on that app, and then it opens up into the home, and you select what room you want to control, or you can control the whole house from that one app and go into party mode. I mean, it really,
Are these systems pretty easy to use?
very easy. When my kid was 6-year-old, we had it in our house, and he was using it.
And he was
better than
DJing?
my wife.
yeah. I was gonna say that. What about the older folks? Is it that user friendly?
It is. If they can use an iPhone,
Then they can use
yeah.
it. So
And
it's
we
like-
have
what if
customers
somebody
all the
doesn't
time.
have a smartphone? What if they have a flip phone?
Ain't gonna work.
No.
Yeah.
So you definitely need a smartphone.
You gotta have a smartphone. Absolutely.
And they're compatible with Android and the
Apple.
Apple.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
And do you guys offer some video surveillance that may be different from some of your competitors?
We do, like some of our competitors use the security system that also ties in the cameras. We also have the camera system that just is an app, basically, that you can just control a camera system and not go in through a security system. So there's just different systems out there.
Sure.
So, yeah, absolutely.
And so how many cameras would you like? Let's talk about that a little bit more. Like, so you do the indoor, outdoor cameras, and it depends on the square footage or how many bedrooms or how is it?
Yeah, it really depends on how the house is broken up. Most customers really want to see the outside of the house
More.
and cover the outside of the house. We do have some that want some on the inside, especially like in model homes and stuff. We do a lot of indoor cameras, but it all depends on the size of the house. And
So
how
no
broken
nanny
up-
cams with the camera eyeball.
Oh, we can do that too.
The teddy bear?
We've put some in some hidden places
Have you?
before. Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, good stuff.
And you can monitor that remotely.
Yeah.
And does it record?
It does.
And how does the
Absolutely.
recording work? Does it just stays on for a while and then it drops off, or?
So it all depends on how big the hard drive is, but it'll record for approximately 2 or 3 weeks, let's say, and then it'll start recording over the oldest stuff first. So
Sure.
it'll eventually wipe out that 2 or 3 weeks worth of recording.
And it
But
just keeps on.
yeah, and just keeps on. You can search by a certain time frame, like a certain date. If something happened around 1:00 in the morning on June 22nd,
Yeah, Bobby's car
Yeah.
got broken into at his dad's house not too long
Yeah.
ago.
So I was able to watch him break into the car.
It was real exciting.
Couldn't do anything about it, but we saw it. It was pretty fun. We got popcorn. But we couldn't do anything about it.
I don't know. I was more scared if you guys actually did caught him doing it. You and your brothers are crazy.
We're going to tackle somebody in the yard now. So I'm glad he got away.
Yeah. So all of the outdoor surveillance. So can you? So if it's actually being recorded, can you just take that portion like he did, and then you can just hold that and then continue it?
I had when my kids were little, I had someone that would come and ring our doorbell at 2:00 in the morning, and then I'd go and I'd look through the window and I couldn't figure out who it was. So
It was
then
me,
I
dude. It
installed
was
a
me.
camera
a
system in our
raccoon?
house. It happened again, and so I took a still photo of the kids knocking on the front door, sent it out to the entire neighborhood, and the
You got
parents,
caught?
the 2 dads and the 2 boys showed up at our house the next day saying, well, our kids have something they need to tell you. It was their 2 kids that...
Wow.
Yeah, so it happens everywhere.
See, that's-
They're just kids having fun, right?
That's innovative, dude.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, that's innovative. We used to do that all day long and never get caught.
Yeah, cameras nowadays. You can't
Yeah.
even go knocking on people's door without getting caught now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Ronnie, you're going to give something away for all of our viewers or listeners, and we're on YouTube, and we're on SoundCloud, and we're on the radio, obviously, with KLUP on Sundays at 10 a.m. What are you giving to everyone that's listening out right now?
We'll give them 10% off any audio video package that they choose with us.
So if they get to you, they can get with you at Ronnie at bsgtexas.com. Again, that's RONNIE at bsgtexas.com. Or they can call or text you at 210-877-1222.
Not text.
Not text.
That's our main phone.
Main
number
phone.
there.
So 210-877-1222. Or they can check out, I know that you have a showroom. It's kind of near where we are at I-10 in Zavala. It's at 12702 Cimarron Path. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Tell me how to get there off Des
You just take the Days of Allah exit, and if you know where Walmart is, it's
Sure.
on that side of Days of Allah. Go down, take a left on Cimarron Path there, and it'll take you right to our showroom.
Awesome. Thanks, Ronnie, for joining us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. We're going to speak with my man, Kenneth White, about why you need to protect yourself at home. Don't move an inch. Don't change your dial. This is Bobby and JJ Radio.